Hey guys, Chad here. I got a hold of the Umarex Komplete and I wanted to put a little bit of upgrades on it and do a video and just show you how I'm doing it. I'm planning on putting some sling studs on it so I can put a sling on it, and then also put a polymer M-LOK rail up here so I can put my bipod on it, make it a little more stable when I'm shooting. So let's get to it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the scope, just so when I flip the gun over it'll lay flat. So we'll take the scope off, put it back here. Now what you need to do is, this tank is empty, but I'm going to go through it like I'm going to degas it, because it's important just to know how to degas it anyway. First thing you want to do is you cannot degas it if it's loaded, or if you've got it cocked like that, you've got to de-sear it. So what I do is take it off safety, pull this charging handle back, with it back, I put my finger on the trigger, slowly go forward, and that decocks this. So after that, you got to degas it. When you degas it, there are two Allen screws right here. The one furthest to the front, to the rifle barrel, that's the one that degasses it. So let me move it over here to this camera so you can see it. Got my Allen key. Now if it had air in it, you're going to hear it degassing right there, but it is degassed already, so I'm going to go ahead. After you do that, make sure you tighten this back up. That way you don't forget and put another bottle in there and it starts leaking out and you lost some of your air and you don't know what's going on. So that's tight. Now let's remove the forearm, and you'll notice on the forearm that comes off, there's two M-LOK slots there. Then there is one towards the back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the front sling stud on the one that's attached to the main part of the gun. And what I'm going to use is this thing from K&S Precision. It's kind of a minimalist sling attachment, and I'm going to take this one out, show you how I put this on. Put that back here. First thing you have to do, since we've degassed it, I'm going to remove the bottle. That just unscrews, and that's going to allow me to get my finger up in here to attach this. So I'm going to put this bottle back here. Hope it doesn't roll around. Okay, so I'm going to take, this is what comes with that. You just remove that and you will line it up inside the M-LOK slot. See if I can get it on this camera so I can show where it's lined up at. Then you take the stud, screw that in, and you want to get it in there tight, and you want to have it to the side to where you can attach your sling. Going to the back, I already did a video where I drilled a hole for the back stud. So that's the only thing that you would have to do first. That part, I'm using this TOC swivel base kit. It comes with 3 different screws. It comes with the wood screws and a bunch of different ones. I took the shortest screw and take it out. Set that back there. And after I drilled my holes here, you just screw in the back stud for your sling. Once you get it going, this one's already been done, but you can take an Allen key, stick it in there, and tighten it up. And you want the holes positioned off to the side, so when you attach your sling, like that. All right, before I put my sling on there, let's go ahead and do the Magpul M-LOK polymer rail. And what I've done is it comes with the rail and the screws that go into the slots. I went ahead and attached the screws loosely. And so what you're going to do is you're going to line them up long ways so they go into the slots. Now you're working with these two slots. I put it towards the front one, and then the back one goes in the second slot. Now all you do is reach in there and turn that sideways, so when you attach it, it holds on to the forearm. So what I'll do is I'll hold it in here with my finger. I got it turned sideways. I'm going to hold on to it and tighten that screw. Just like that. Now move to the back one, same thing. I'm going to reach in there, turn it sideways to where it grips, and tighten that down. That is all it takes for that. So let me go ahead and put the bottle back on. It's empty, but just to show you that everything works. If this was a full bottle, and I was going to put it back in, I would hit it with a couple of drops of the RWS chamber lube, just like you do with your CO2 guns or anything like that. You just put a couple drops up here on the top, and then you screw this back in. That just keeps your seals good, keeps everything lubricated and working great. All right, so it's done. Take the forearm, slide it back on where it clicks in, nothing's in the way. And let's put the bipod on first. This is one of those bipods that you just open this up, put it to where you want it, tighten it down, open it up, and there you go. You've got your bipod. Still lightweight. For your sling, the front part goes right in here to the front sling stud, and then you just turn that and lock it in place. And then in the back, just line it up. See if I can get it on this camera. It just slides in, and once again you just turn that, lock it up. Now let me go ahead and just throw my scope back on there. Here you go. Just a quick upgrade. It was cheap, inexpensive, and there you go. And this way, with the sling stud being on the one attached to the body, there's no chance it's going to come off. Put it on, go out in the woods, do whatever I want, and then the front, this is not in the way, so whenever I want to refill, I put a replacement bottle in there, it slides right off with it, or I can just pop the bipod off and you are good to go. This is just how I would set it up, and I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.